The Ropes with TR3. Two-time national champion, three-time All-American, 2011 SEC Offensive Player of the Year, Heisman finalist, and Alabama's first Doak Walker Award winner with 49 touchdowns and 4,590 yards. Third pick of the 2012 NFL Draft to the Cleveland Browns. Also doing a stint with the Indianapolis Colts. Trent Richardson can do it all under the brightest lights, uniting legends of the game to show you the ropes. Train your body and mind with former Alabama wide receiver, 2009 national champion, Coach Mike McCoy. Develop a championship mentality with two-time national champion, 2015 SEC Player of the Year, Super Bowl winner with the Chiefs, Reggie Ragland. Featuring King of the Stage, comedian legend Jermaine Funny Mane Johnson, and 1992 national champion Antonio Langham. You are your way out. Live from AVX Studios in downtown Birmingham, The Ropes with TR3.
Are you sick or are you drinking? What are you thinking? I'm like, I'm really y'all know. That's a milestone, bro. Like, you know, it's like 14, 30. It is. That's one of the ones, you know, like, you look at it, and I just started thinking about this. I never thought 20 years, I'm 50. You don't think about those. You get started. You don't think about those. And now I'm starting to think. I'm excited. I can't wait. That whole shindig I got planned. And usually, Saturday. That whole shindig, man. So I'm excited, bro.
Oh, come on, man. I'll stop playing. I agree. Welcome in to The Ropes with TR3. I'm your host, the one and only Trent Richardson, and I do have the one and only two-time national champ, SEC Defensive Player of the Year, Mr. Super Bowl champ, Mr. One and Only Get Right Reg, Mr. Too Much Dip on Your Chip. Reg, what's going on, man?
Man, you know, I'm waiting on you to say too much dip on my chip. Now. Come on, brother.
Listen, man,
you know what? I want to say something, Trent. You know, it seems like it's been 35 years, man, and I ain't seen you in a minute, brother. I know you got a lot of stuff going on family-wise, you know, and I want to commend you on getting through that. You know, proud of you, man. You look like you can fit smaller shirts again. And just proud of you, man.
What size is that shirt?
Hey, it's okay. Listen, we're grown, man. It's okay to say, man, I miss my brother, man. That's it. That's all you got to say.
I want to tell y'all something, y'all. He don't even call me no more or text me. You know, I get random videos of little TJ acting a fool on the field. That's about it now. But I don't never get no video. Hey, brother, how you doing, man? Let me take you out to eat, get you something to eat. None of that. It's just TJ, one hand catches with a cast. Bad boy.
Hey.
He tough. Yeah, he tough. He tough. I seen him. He tough.
Well, you know what, man? I'm going to flip this over, man, to the one and only Church League MVP.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
softball coach. Collegiate. I'm collegiate. Top of the food chain. You got one scene in the beginning of the movie?
Two. I have one in the middle as well, but it's more of a flashback. But
so y'all just stole the whole concept of this movie.
Okay. That's crazy. But man, we in this wonderful museum.
Absolutely.
Man, you know, I left the University of Alabama 8 years ago.
It's a long time.
And I've been coming to this university since I was probably like in 8th grade. And started going to games like in the 9th or 10th grade when I started getting through here. I've never been in this museum. And it's crazy to me, all this stuff. I didn't realize they had Coach Bryant's original office over there. They got his golf cart in the front.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And seeing the history of everything over there, you know. I see my man Wallace Wade over there, you know, the GOAT. And man, no, but this is cool, man, just to see a lot of the memorabilia in here. You know, I see some old cleats over there. You know, helmet. I ain't gonna lie, I can't imagine playing
That's a leather helmet, bro.
In a leather helmet.
I don't even think that's leather. That's something else.
That's pleather, ain't it?
It's some type of rough material, bro.
That's horseshoe.
No, that's some good material. Whatever that is, they need to start putting that back in the shoes.
Because they was out there, snow, rain.
Because some of these shoes now, you take one step, the whole bottom gone.
I tell you what, man.
Bro, I gotta realize I missed y'all. I'm sleepy.
Bro, I missed you more, bro.
I'll be 30 in a couple of days. I'm just.
Oh yeah, birthday
Speaking
week,
of being 30,
30.
I'm saying, are you 30 like the whole week? Are you turning 30 the whole week, or are you just turning 30 on one day?
Oh man, look at that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I've been drunker than a bicycle all week.
Are you sipping or are you drinking? Like what you drinking?
I've been drinking. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I'm a realist. Y'all know me by now. That's a milestone, bro. Like, you know, they say 14, puberty, 18, 21, 25, but 30.
Yeah.
It is.
That's one of those ones,
it's different,
bro. Like, you look at it, and I just started thinking about stuff I never thought of. 20 years, I'm 50.
You don't think about something.
He's starting to get it.
You don't think of stuff like now. I'm starting to think of certain things, you know. So it's just a blessing, man. I'm excited. I can't wait. Got a whole shindig I got playing in Houston.
Say it with the chest.
Got a whole shindig, man. So I'm excited, bro. This is
we excited.
It'll be
for
fun,
you,
man.
Go crazy. Go crazy.
I'll tell you what, man, it's going to be a fun episode, man. This episode is brought to you by Paul W. Bryant Museum. And, man, it is one of those museums, man, that you hope and you wish to get a part of that legacy. I was able to have one of my pictures up here and both our national championships up here. But just to have a picture in the mix in here, like, to me, Mama, you made it.
Oh, you straight up. This is like my third time in here, man. One time, Reggie had a game. And I didn't know like how long their pre was. I just walked over here. I've been in here a couple times. It's not my first time. So it is a very nice museum for the people who are fans coming to see it. Very informative. It's changed every time I come in here. So that's why we're excited.
Man, it's crazy to see this, right? Because I grew up in Pensacola, and what we got down there is the Navy base. And they got the Fort Pickens and stuff like that. So you go in there, they got all the airplanes and the Blue Angels and stuff like that. So to see this, it kind of reminds you of that,
like that legacy.
Like that legacy, yeah. Like you got the tail, they got the red tails down there. They had all that, you know, the big, the battle airplanes. But you see stuff like that, man, and to be a part of that, like we was in the war when we was doing our thing here at Alabama. Like you see these guys. I mean, look what these guys is playing with, right? Like how was they coming out? Like.
Man, that's a sign, bro. Like, tough.
And I ain't gonna lie, some of these sweaters in here are drippy. I would wear it today. They got some pregame fits in here that would have made fits. They tough.
Hey, I know the first time I came in here, you know, me being me.
Of course.
Where I'm from.
You start touching stuff.
Your fingers sticky.
The things wasn't wet, they were sticky. I almost grabbed one or two. But my mom was with me and she said, boy, don't play.
Yeah, it'd be tough. Go to jail on a visit.
But all jokes aside, though, like a lot of this stuff make you appreciate, like where you're coming into, where you done been, and where you're going. You know, so like I know when I came, all I want to do is to get the opportunity to try to make the legacy better. When I came here, I wanted to implement and put my own stamp on it, you know. And I know lately, as of late, we've been getting caught up of this year's team trying to be like the older teams, but it ain't necessarily about them trying to be like us, you know. It's about them being themselves. Like that's what really the standard is at Alabama, man. Coming in, being physical,
explain it to them now.
Play with relentless effort, and be consistent and just doing your damn job. That's all the standard is, and I think they don't understand that. Like far as like everybody just coming at them, and with everybody coming at you, it's hard to grasp and just understand. Okay, like why are they coming at us like this? So I think it's our job as guys that have played in Alabama, like you, me, Dante Hightower and just explain it to them. It's just more than just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to look after each other out there. Y'all got to play for one another. But at the end of the day, you can control your effort. You can't control nobody else on your team, but you can control how you act. You can control the effort that you give. You can control how you treat your teammates, your coaches. Like, I love seeing that video of Jalen. Congratulations, Ty, man. Ty Simpson, bro. Like, he had everything against him. Hey, he could have sat over there and pouted and just gave the craziest looks at the coaches. But he said, nah, man, I'm gonna take this opportunity and be there for my teammates. And sometimes, man, me personally, I think Coach did that to prove a point.
110%.
To be honest, bro, like
I think he did it to prove more than 1 point.
Yeah, he did, because everybody down his throat about the guy, Tyler, what's his name, Tyler?
Simpson.
Ty Simpson.
Yeah, Buckner.
Then Buckner, like, don't get me wrong, man. I was rooting for Jalen because he was supposed to be up next. Yeah. And soon, like, as we get a taste of anything new coming in, like, we want to
go ahead and put
I understand we want to see it, but I went down there a week before the season started, and I seen it. Jalen was above everybody. They love saying, oh, he can't read this and read that. You got to understand, you got to get comfortable playing. He ain't played in a while. Like, you got to get there and get comfortable. You got to get your feet implemented into playing again. Like me, like my first game in Alabama, I think it was West Virginia. I was calling everything wrong. Man, my head was spinning. I'm out there. Like, me and Ruben almost F'd this game up. But Coach stuck with me. And by the time we played Florida, by the time we played Ole Miss, shoot, I had my breakout game against Ole Miss my junior year. So, man, like, you just got to let guys get used to the speed and the processing things out there on the field, man. You just can't give up on a guy, oh, he threw these interceptions, threw this. You know how many interceptions Peyton Manning threw as a rookie? And now he's a full-blown Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Like, people don't realize, too, speaking of that, like, every other season, Peyton might have led the lead in interceptions.
And Brett Favre damn sure did.
Yeah, like, but that's what people don't realize. Like, it's a process, right?
It is.
You know, and I want these kids to understand. And yes, I say kids because they're still young men, right? They still kids right now, right? And Reggie can say it now too because he 30. He can say that he feel it.
I'm gonna say it anyway because they call me Onk as it is.
Are they calling you Onk?
Man, I've been Onk. Man, look, I knew I was getting older. I'm in my 5th year in the league. Folks started calling me OG.
Yeah, you'll get that label real quick.
Yeah, this year 8 right here. Lord have mercy.
Ooh, that year 8, man, that's a blessing.
Man.
We're going to come back to that, bro, but that's a big blessing, bro. Like, trust me, man. I done seen all ends of it. I done been around some of the vets, like Josh Cribs, Reggie Wayne, Dwight Feeney,
Choo-choo. Shoot, I'd have been
Joe Thomas.
I'd have been on Derek Johnson, Tom Lee.
Yeah, I played with Charles Woodson.
I played with Anquan Bolden.
You did,
yeah.
For every bit of 2 weeks, he said, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Crazy,
man, it is crazy, dog.
But, you know, getting back to it, man, I think these kids got to realize, like, what Reggie was saying, like, you not us. And we not y'all. You know, it's a lot of stuff that y'all doing that we wouldn't do. I ain't gonna say that we couldn't do, but we wouldn't do. And I say we couldn't do because that wasn't in our blood. That wasn't in our DNA to do. Not saying that they doing anything wrong, but we would have handled stuff a little different. And that's not talking down about anybody, but I feel like, man, the path that you gotta have, it gotta be for yourself.
Exactly.
Like, for me, my first 2 years, I would just run crazy because I didn't have to do what Mark had to do as far as learn the coverages, learn all this different stuff. Like, Mark was a perfectionist. He was a technician. He was going to get you off your game with his mind. Me, I was gonna run slap over you. I was gonna run, and I was gonna run past you, right? But if I didn't know the play, or if I didn't know I was going to run 1,000 miles per hour fast as I can, and I was going to hit the hole hard. So that was my thing. And when Mark got hurt my sophomore year, the first 2 games, I had to start learning, right? He got hurt a week or two before the season in camp. It might have been like a week before camp. And now, who's next? Who's up? Me. It's always the next man up. And so even with learning all that and seeing how Mark carried himself, and, you know, watching him go through the Heisman stuff, watching him go through all these awards, and, you know, how he was articulate with being able to, you know, speak his language and speak the offensive language. Like, Mark was a quarterback and an offensive coordinator back there. And that's what I loved about it, because we in the room, I ain't got to answer these questions, right? But I started to pick up that stuff because I had to learn it. Like, oh, I'm the next guy up. Good thing coach never called on me while Mark was there, but if he would have, like, man, I would have been out of luck, you know what I'm saying?
Bust mouth.
Yeah, like that would have been me, but I had to pick that stuff up fast, bro. And it was a blessing to have them type of guys in the room, like Roll Up Church, you know, the Mark Ingrams, the Terry Grants, the Demetrius Goulds, and the Big Griffs. Like, I learned so much from them, man, that I can never repay those guys for what they did for me.
And it's crazy that you said that, because I was having a conversation with somebody today about how, okay, think of this. All right, and I'm going to go with linebackers, because that's just my position. You got Rolando McClain, the head of the tree, right?
See. Say it again now.
You got Rolando McClain, that's head of the tree.
See.
Okay, so who was up next up there?
Dante.
And you taught him the ropes, right? So who was after Dante?
CJ.
Nico.
I stopped like.
Wait a minute. You still had Upshaw.
But they came the same. I'm talking about inside backers.
Oh, yeah.
But they was at the same time. So really, they both learned from Rowe.
Yeah.
So you said them two. So Nico and Dante taught who?
CJ.
CJ taught who?
You and Rude, yeah. But like it's a process, bro. Like
it is. So like that's the thing. We gotta protect our rules.
And that's what I.
No offense to you in your position, but when I think of Alabama, I think of linebackers.
And you should.
And like that's like at this school, that's a prestige position. Like you have to be that bell cow. When they decide to say, hey, I'm gonna let you run the defense. When you become the Mike backer, you start off at will. Then when you become the older guy and the guy coaches trust, you go to that Mike position. You that guy. So you
become the quarterback of the defense.
You the quarterback. You got guys like Greg Thomas, Woodrow Lowe play inside back, right? Like cats like that, like you think of them, like when you think of linebackers at this school. And like linebackers have always led teams. The D linemen.
The Miko Ryans.
Come on now, so and like today, I ain't gonna lie, today I was at practice and I had a good talk, man, with a couple guys, man. You know, and just letting them know, bro, we just gotta lead, man. We gotta be the standard. Like I get it, you might have 9, 10 tackles, but I don't need them tackles to be quiet. I need you to be animated out there. I need them folks to know that you out there.
Yeah.
Like that's how we play that position in that room, man.
And what guys gotta realize too, right? Like we're not trying to come down on this team, right? And we've been saying this now 2 years. Like we care that you lose, but we don't care that you lose. Like far as saying like, hey, you lose a close game, but are you in the fight?
That's all we want.
Like, are you losing the game because they're better than you, or are you losing the game because what we done? Like any game we have lost at Bama, it's never been a man that they would just beat the brakes off of. Like I can never say that. Any game we done lost, it's been busted coverage, it's been unblocked, it's been missed signs, been a fumble, been an interception, it's been something that we shouldn't did wrong route. We wasn't holding the ball. Like we wasn't mentally, like we messed up.
And like a lot of the games we lose, be a lot of penalties.
And that's always, you know, when we was undisciplined, like the 2010 team, like we had probably the most talented team, probably in Nick Saban, one of them, hands down, right?
2010 team was scrapped.
Yeah, it was crazy. and we didn't win the national championship. And so I got asked a question earlier, like, what do you call pride?
That you hope and you wish to get a part of that legacy. I was able to have one of my pictures up here, both our national championships up here, but just to have a picture in the mix in here like it speaks to me. I'm scared of like, man, like how can we fix this? Or like we're the 1%, y'all. Now, let's not make this negative. Like we're dropping the ball going to the next level. Like everything I've learned here, I use it in my everyday life. 90%, right? Even the way I parent, right? And even the way I carry myself in meetings or handle, different things. One thing I learned in Caleb in the studio, man, that's it. I asked him, like, how did you, get prepared to shoot that movie? And he was like, man, everything that we did at Bama had me mentally prepared for any casting gig, any commercial, like the movie Woodline, like he was already mentally there. He said, man, he was that next day when he heard about the spike, he was in the doing drills on the funnels in there, like moving funnels, like working on stuff that we was doing here. And so, like you look at that stuff, like even his scenes on. All the running he's doing in there, like, beating LF, beating these big guys, being on these different shows, like, it's a blessing, man, but that starts from household. That starts from making these kids believe in themselves, growing up and fight for adversity. Like, man, still never played. But what he did as a walk-on, I couldn't say I could have done it.
Pride for me is to never let nobody get the best of you. Like, fight. Like, when are you going to sit there and say, bro, I'm not taking those plays off. I'm looking myself in the mirror, because if I can't look myself in the mirror and say, man, I did everything I can, or I did everything on that play to win. I won that play. Okay, what you do next play? Like, are you winning these plays? And I'm not saying that you got to go out there and you're going to dominate the whole game far as, hey, I won every play, but give me your all every play. Like, have pride in finishing. Have pride in your effort. Have pride in your craft. Like,
and people can see that on TV.
Yeah, like, don't like, and what these kids don't realize too, like these guys talking about the NIL stuff, that's what you're missing on that, right? Like, you want to talk about the NIL, but like Reggie said, like, be animated with it. Like, go, like, that's, if, talking about these sponsors and stuff or these NIL deals, like, that's how you get them then, right?
Right.
Like, you looking.
But like I've always said, man, they gotta stop. I feel like they shouldn't give it to kids coming in freshmen. I think that should be the guys that are proven. Like, having a bidding war over a kid, man. Like, your parent, like, your parent might come in and say, hey, such and such game, what's this? All right, what y'all gonna do with it? Like, that shouldn't be like that, man. It should be, hey, go where you think you're gonna get the best opportunity to succeed as a player, and that you're gonna be coached up for the next level. Because, like, a lot of these programs aren't getting you ready for the next level.
And I think that's what a lot of guys are running into the mistakes of, especially when it comes to NIL with the transfer portal, right? Because you go to the next level, you're not ready to sit there and say, you got this black bag, you gotta go. Like, so what are you without football, or what are you when somebody tell you that your time is done? Like, I don't think these kids are prepared for that, and that hurts in the long run, because now you look at these players now, and this is before the NIL, right? You got all these young guys dying, passing away on crazy stuff, and it hurts. Think about all the pressure that the kid had on him. But look at him, he done outgrew it. Now he's Caleb's dad. Like, bro, it feels so good to me, bro. And I say this all the time. When I walk on the field or when I walk in the room, they say, that's TJ's dad. Or that's Toa's dad. Like that means something to me. Because I don't want my kid to be, hey, that's Trent all the time. I want my kid to have his own lane. And that starts from that foundation. And that's why my village that I surround him with is important. Like, first thing that TJ wanted to do when he had that first week out there, he wanted me to send a film to Reg because he wanted to see him at linebacker. He wanted to critique his game, like what I need to work on.
Patience.
And that was the first thing. No, that was the first thing he said. Like, patience. Like, hey, put nephew on the phone. Hey, you need to work on this, work on that. And this is coming from some guy who's 8 years in the NFL. Talking about a guy that, you know, I ain't gonna say should have been. He's a first rounder. Talking about a guy that got a lot of respect out here in these streets when it comes to laying that wood, being there on time, being that guy who's gonna, you know, run the defense, being the guy that the quarterback was scared of. You look that guy in the eye that's across from you, you put fear in him. Like, where's the fear that we're putting in these other teams? Now teams are coming up to us, and it seems like for the last 2 years that it's data bullies now. And I'm not saying go be a bully, but man, go fight for what you believe in if this is what you really want. Like, a lot of people can't handle being at Bama and the standard is in there. Like Reggie said, like, have your own standard. And I think your own standard is do what you do best and do it at your best potential, bro, because I'm telling you, that when you get that black bag when you go to the next level, or if you don't get that phone call, what are you? Who are you? How you get to the next level?
At least they can say, man, if you're a hard worker, you don't give up, you always put your best foot forward. And you're not going to cheat the process, but cheat the grind, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question, switching gears. I think they're really good for people. This week, they don't play all.
Hey, we need to take a commercial break before we get into this.
Look, let's take the break and then we'll get back with another.
Listen, we'll be right back, man, with the ropes with TR3. If y'all want to learn more about the history of Alabama athletics, the Bryant Museum highlights the coaches, the plays, the players, the biggest moments in Alabama athletic history from 1892 through today. I knew as a freshman coming in, I wanted my name to always be remembered. Being in the Paul Bear Bryant Museum is an honor for me. Man, I can't wait till y'all click on my name and look at all my highlights. One of the biggest accomplishments that I have, my kids can come to the University of Alabama and go visit the Bryant Museum and look up their dad highlights. Come see all the rings that I got at the Bryant Museum. The University of Alabama is where legends are born. The Bryant Museum is where legends live forever. Roll Tide.
Inspired by quality ingredients and excellent service, Edgar's Bakery has been a staple of Alabamian celebrations since 1998. What started as a small neighborhood bakery, founded by Terry and Dottie Smith in Birmingham, has expanded to 10 locations throughout Alabama. Edgar's Bakery offers hot, delicious breakfast and lunch options, in addition to grab-and-go deli items. They offer a wide range of pastries and desserts, including cookies, bars, brownies, cakes, cupcakes, and much more, made entirely from scratch, using fresh, natural ingredients. Shop for gifts and merchandise in-store, including everyday and seasonal home decor items. Edgar's has something for everyone. They also offer catering, shipping, and delivery options. Visit their website today at edgarsbakery.com or stop by a location near you. Tax time is just around the corner. It would be a great time to purchase your new home. Capco Builders is a company who has been building manufactured homes for the last 20 years. If you are in the state of Alabama, go by and see one of our local retailers today. J&J Homes in Coleman, Repo Land in Albertville, Oxford Housing in Oxford, Freedom Homes in Jasper, Miller Homes in Opelika, Discount Home Sales in Enterprise, Spartan in Summerdale, Daystar in Sylacauga and Clanton, and always remember, Capco Builders, where quality comes first.
Welcome back to the Roast with TR3. And this segment, man, is brought to you by my dog, Big Wade, man. He's been in the game for over 35 years, man. Been a big dog for the longest.
And Big Wade shops, man. What I hear, he got jewelry, electronics, firearms, man, everything you need up there. He got 2 different spots for you to pull up at. The first one, Wade's Jewelry and Pawn, 3525 McFarland Boulevard East here in Tuscaloosa. And then in Huntsville, Redstone Pond, 1400 Memorial Parkway Northwest.
Man, I tell you what, man, if you need a quick loan, better get on that phone, 205-462-5600. Wade. That's 205-462 Wade. Man, I tell you what, man, on occasion, man, I know when I was in school, when I had to, you know, I had to go get a little long sometime.
You got the shine?
Hey,
You would've got some jury?
hey, man, I ain't gonna say jury. I had to go get some Pampers at the time.
Oh, that's why.
Oh yeah, man. But man, listen, he been taking care of me for over 20 years for me, right? Cause he had a shop in Pensacola, man. And so my folks been going there for years, man. But he's a good dude. They whole program, man, is to make you feel comfortable about what you got going on, and when you can come in there, man, and just be yourself, man, and don't be ashamed of anything. And if you need a loan, go see Big Wave, big dog.
So you saying my boy Wade? You can buy all types of stuff online.
PlayStation.
So if I need to go get me a couple blickies
Blickies.
and put them on my dresser.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna see Big Wave.
Hello.
Yeah, some of the best jewelry in the world.
Okay then. Yeah. Make sure it don't make it.
Nah, man, y'all need to go see Wade.
Wade really a one-stop shop.
He really is.
You can get a PS5, a strap, and a chain all in one spot. Big Wade. Appreciate you, Big Wade.
So, man, hey, going back to the topic.
Yes, sir. Back to the topic at hand. We're bringing up all Miss games.
Oh, you petty. Oh, you mega petty.
I got 3 questions for y'all.
Oh,
Absolutely. I'm gonna start with one. My first question.
these questions to both of us.
No, all these questions are both. So my first question is, what was your favorite old people? Trent, I assume the answer is gonna be what everybody thinks it's gonna be. But if it's not, we would love to hear that everybody's gonna tell us. And Reggie, same question. In fact, Reggie, you start.
I'm gonna say 2014 at Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
It got 50 out there.
Yeah.
Lost.
Mm.
But man, it was still a hard fought match, man. Y'all really coming out for it. That's what I'm seeing forward. I'm moving fast, Really should have got that done, man, but it's down for me. Yeah.
Still a little sick about it.
But it was a good.
I would think it's tough.
It was my favorite because it was my coming out party, man. So let me, So it was a good.
I would tell you something.
It was my favorite because it was my coming out party, man. To letting the SEC know that Alabama got another linebacker that can play now. So that's me.
I'll tell you what, it was hard for me to watch it. And I say,
man, we ain't talking about that, man.
no, I'm just saying for me because
You gonna beat a dead horse.
No, I'm saying, listen. I ain't gonna beat the dead horse. The horse already dead.
Last game of the year, Brett. Can't hold anything, man. What you gonna say?
I say this because I'm in the lead at the time, and everybody want Bama to lose. Yeah. I don't care if it's Ole Miss. I don't care if it was Yellow Mellow, whoever. They want us to lose, man.
Appalachian State.
Yeah, like they want us to lose, and so it was one of them type games to where I didn't watch it as much. I just peeped in there, and I seen like, hey, whoa, what's going on? And what got me, I get a phone call from T.I. He said, Trent, look at our boys. And so, whatever happened, somebody threw a pick. And Tip say, this some BS, man. Turn this shit off. Shoot off. That's why we got a bump button.
Everybody that heard worse.
Listen, yeah, you gotta tell your truth, man.
Yeah, man, but just watching it, man, it was for me. I love seeing what you had brought to the game, but I think that's one of those games that when you kind of compare to 2014, 15 national championship. 15.
Bro, I think the question was asking our favorites.
No. Listen, what I'm saying.
We don't need you to dwell on the past. Come on.
I'm saying I can't speak my truth.
You can, Trent. I want you to hear your favorite game.
Yeah, exactly.
When you played versus old.
Yeah, you want to talk about us so bad.
I had to say my last year in school. And my daughter had asked me. My daughter had turned 5 that day, and I said, you know, baby girl, what you want for your birthday? She says, go for a 5 touchdown for me. I'm like, 5? Okay, cool. But in my head, I'm like, a 5 in the SEC, that's kind of unheard of, right? And what happened is my aunt ended up passing that day. Well, I think the week before my aunt ended up passing. And this is how I love Coach Saban, right? And Mal Moore. And they flew me out to a funeral, bro. They actually flew me out to be with my fam for a couple of days, and they flew me out to the funeral. And I flew back to Ole Miss because we played at Ole Miss, right? And my running back coach, I got pretty close with my uncle that was married to my aunt. And it was just a tough time because my aunt she was battling cancer for over 20 years and we didn't know. And she was one of those ladies that was battling this stuff and wanted to hold it in. She didn't want nobody feeling sorry for her. And so, man, that on top of my daughter's birthday, I felt like when I was playing, she was right there with me. I felt like I really had an angel. Like, you ever seen Angels in the Outfield? Like, bro, like that's how it was for me. And it was crazy because the year before her older sister passed. The same exact way. And my aunt got to see me take a kickoff back. And I didn't score, but I got a good game. And she said, nigga, my baby, and she took her last breath. And it's like I instantly felt it. And it's crazy, bro, but you know, just going back to that, man, like I played lights out, bro, because I was running for a reason. Like I took pride in running with those angels that I had with me. Because not only I had one, I had two, because the year before my other one had passed, so it's an older sister. And so on top of that, man, when my daughter sit there and tell me she want 5 touchdowns, I'm a girl's dad. So, man, you try to do anything and everything that you can to please your child. And for me, man, that was just a milestone that I never thought, I ain't gonna say never thought I could do, but I didn't think I was gonna play long enough to get 5 touchdowns. But it was a blessing, bro. Like, that game there, bro, was different. And me and Coach Burns was talking yesterday about this game. And so it's funny because
that game there, bro, was different. Me and Coach Burns was talking yesterday about this game. And so it's funny because this is one of my favorite games, but it's one of the funniest weeks. So Coach Burns walked in the room. Busted boom. Y'all better not lose no punk mug. Y'all better go whoop them, this, and that. So Coach Burns, Coach Burns is an older guy, got a limp when he walked. He walked kind of like, I ain't gonna talk about his knees. Last time I talked about knees, I had to get surgery. He got that limp. Come in there, he got a spit, he threw a little spit. He's spitting everywhere when he's talking. So at the time of church, and it's you on that freshman year, this time I made it to the whole good stuff, right? I mean, Up Church had a net problem. When this was split. So Up Church used to have to put the heat pad on for their practice around his neck. Up Church is in the front of the room, but the older guys sit in front because they might have some questions with that. So got this neck, this heat pad on, and turn around just like this, and turn around real slow. Say, don't get mad at us because they whooped y'all last. Brian said, yeah, but them one knew who I was. They knew I was gonna come beat that. I fought and got up out of there, man. They surrounded us, man. And I had to tell Major White. Major White. Man, stop letting them young boys push on me. Stop letting him. He get in your face one more time, man. I'm telling you, man, we're gonna have to fight to get up out of here. He said, what happened was he jumped in the face because I think about 2 years before, Bama whooping him. This is before Mark got to school. This is when I got to school. And so this is 07. So we don't know what's going on. So me and Mark looking like, why is he so mad right now? And so Upchurch is, telling us the story, but Ernst is the story too. He said, yeah, man, it was me, Coach Steele, Major Applewhite. Major got whooped. Me and Steele, we fought our way up out of there. So if you ever look at the film, like it's a big crowd going in the middle of the game at halftime. And it's them fighting, it's them fighting in the stands to get to the locker room because they were scared that Coach Saban was going to get on their tail if they went down to that beat that they haven't had. They were fighting for their life to get back to that to get to that meet because they were scared that Nick was going to get on their tail. But that was the difference for me with the coaches because he had more pressure on the coaches than anything to make sure that we knew exactly. So, bro, like Ole Miss to me was always a funny business when you go to play. Like that's the first time I played on the ball. That might be the only time I played the ball.
Well, I think one. Like, we'll go wild. Everybody thought you were so running. I know, like, even when you did the move, everybody was like, bro, I ain't know he had that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He just a muscle. You know what I'm saying? You just think he run through. So my second question is, it's not, I think all SEC games, most of them are rivals. Where do y'all rank Ole Miss at? That's on the rivalry side of
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I can say for when I was there, like, they were competitive. They are good players that are still in the league right now to this day.
And to this day, both of them had one of the most solid games last year.
Right. You gotta realize, what's the old stage coach Auburn now? His name?
I don't know, right?
He knows how to play us. He knows how to play us. So like,
who's Trent with? What's their receiver?
Archer with the other guy. They had a good team. Them guys didn't give up on like guys he put in. They did
Wow. Really? This is what we're doing? This is what we're doing? So they didn't have Dixon plus of them and
gave up.
No, man, them guys like my freshman.
So
I'm gonna say my freshman year. My freshman year was a big
play.
My freshman year was a big. Listen what I'm saying. Listen
to you 30 minutes just now.
No, listen. I'm gonna get mine.
You better get it back.
Listen.
You better get him back.
At the time, the SEC was still a little different than what y'all had, right? Because they had two backs. What was the back? What was the? No.
They did not steal this show.
I'm talking about, we talking about my last year they was scoring. My last year they was scoring.
Don't get me started, bro.
But my freshman year they were playing.
So, the freshman year, right? The reason I asked that, Tennessee rivalry, of course, Auburn.
Oh, listen, really no.
Right.
Yeah, it's always like a nice tough game.
It's one of them games that catch you off guard and then hit you in the mouth if you don't come to it.
Yeah, and they hit me twice.
They did. Now, one of them, it was a lot of goofy stuff going on at the senior game. I'm gonna tell you.
That was the night one, right? With that little tip pass. And, No, that would never happen 9 times out of 10.
I smacked him. I lit his ass up. That I was telling you.
That was my first time seeing, being around Reggie after a game like that. And the reaction was not what I thought.
Yeah, I didn't get on this.
You know what I'm saying? It was we got in the car.
Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram was around then.
We got in the car, bro said, it was like fans walking by and they was really tore up about it. And Reggie, bro, we good. Relax, it's gonna be fine. I promise you, it's gonna be fine. So we got in the car, bro, you hungry? I was like, yeah, I didn't know how to act. He said, walk with me, game. He was like, I was like, yeah. He was like, what we want to eat?
Yeah, I'm not optimistic.
Man, we gonna got something to eat. The hot light was on. And, I'm talking about hot light.
Yeah, we got a Christmas tree. We was good. I know what type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could say I probably feel like how those guys feel about everybody talking bad about us. But at the end of the day, you gotta worry about a fan. I appreciate all the fans. I appreciate it. But you can't sit here and tell me how to tackle and play a game. Like you can't sit here and tell me how to make a split decision while playing in the game. Like, people don't understand, like, them decisions is like that. And like, you need to go low or high and make a tackle. Like, have to be quick. So, like, y'all can't sit here and tell me how to tackle. Like, you watching it sounds good. Oh, he should have did that and should have did.
Man, I hate
But you don't know the position I was in at the time to be able to do that.
Yeah. And that's true. I was one of them fans. I just happened to be the home boy.
Bro, I lied. They made me fumble twice. Freshman year and sophomore year. They didn't count the one my sophomore year. But I came down on kickoff return, and somehow they bent me up, and I threw that ball. Like, bro, I ain't know you.
Only you know if you really fumbled it.
Bro, while my knees was down, I was bent up, and I was like, bro, I ain't know you. Yeah, I ain't know you feeling so serious about this football out here in Mississippi. Y'all can have this. And y'all can have this, man. But, you know, I think, for me, man, Ole Miss kind of woke me up to the SEC. Like, that was the first time I had to, like, well, I ain't gonna say first time I had to hit the wedge. That's the first time I hit the wedge, and I felt it, right? And I was the wedge hitter on kickoff. I was an L3.
Whoever invented the wedge on kickoff and kickoff return, excuse my language, you need your ass kicked.
Why is that, Red?
Because I feel like they have to run down and hit that damn wedge. And Ole Miss always put 2 offensive linemen.
Man!
And you think you want me to go down there and hit? Man, look here.
Bro.
And don't hit the wedge.
And if you don't hit that wedge,
they gonna call you everything but a child of God.
Listen, man, that was the most scariest thing. I ain't gonna say scary, but that was the most.
It was scary.
Yeah.
If you was scared, say that.
I ain't gonna say I was scared. Now I ain't, you know.
Petrified.
So listen.
So shook a little bit, bro.
So looking at them, bro. Cause you don't really, like, you see what's going on before the kickoff, but you know, on kickoff, you hear that we in the line like this. We hyping each other up. We hyping each other, and Chris Rogers was on my side. He's a clown. And so he was like, "Hey, 3, I beat you down there. Let's race."
Go ahead.
Man, I go down there full speed, and I see this wedge, and I see 2 offensive linemen, and I see one guy look like me, but the other guys look like Chance Womack and DJ Fluker. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, bro, what do I do?
Aim for that guy that look like you.
Nah, I threw my whole body into him like a missile. And I was telling you, bro, for like 2 minutes I was paralyzed on my left side. My whole left side went numb.
You don't know, you don't know.
Man, listen.
Yeah,
them guys in Mississippi strong as hell, I know that.
In my football career, I ain't never.
Tell us about it.
Man, hold on. I gotta speak about football. Man, hold on. I got to speak about football. I'll tell you something about Josh. So I had, for the Texas game, don't say nothing.
Pee Wee football is a huge thing. Like, we have 4 different parks. Each park has about 6 teams. We play each other, go to the Super Bowl, win the Big P. That's what you're playing. My team was undefeated at Walter Park. All right, shout out to my quarterback lineup. They did jail now. He was a solid guy in the team. My other receiver, Loopy, he was the Y, but I'm the big dog. I was the X. You know what I'm saying? I was Randy Moss. That's who I was. They wasn't going one-on-one me. Okay. Then high school things changed a little bit. Playing a little quarterback. I was inspired by, like I said, Big Joe. I'm out there. I got the little wave cap on. We was defeated. Some teams go undefeated. We were defeated. It didn't change, man. Look.
Well, you got me choked up.
The end of my career happened because I got sacked. Listen, I do. I fumbled. My cleat came off. Helmet was off. It was embarrassing. So I'm just laying down there on the field. The trainer come out. Like, you all right? I between me and him, and if you listen to this, Trey, I hope you see it one day. I was like, yeah, like, I'm not getting up, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was like, are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It's about 6,000 people out here. I done got sacked, I done fumbled. I'm not getting up. I'm not getting up to even the cart out here and all.
Oh, you telling your trainer?
Yeah, trainer bought the cart. My coach came out there, he was like, Coach, you all right? I said, Coach, I'm gonna be real, I'm done, man. I knew that was
put it in the middle of the game.
Bro,
I never do this. And I've been doing this, bro.
third quarter with 2 minutes and 21 seconds left, I was done. That was the end of my career, bro. I knew then that was a wrap. I ain't touched football until I got to college and became an intramural legend, but you know, that's it is what it is. Man.
You said an intramural?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, them things go down. That's all.
Look, you talking to
What if intramural days in Alabama?
bro, listen, you come up to that Frank Louis the intramural making the joke. We had more people at the intramural game than at the intramural. It was crazy up there. That's how I earned my name. I was playing a guy named was Trevor Lacey. Shouldn't have been playing anyway, but just need to put that there. Trevor Lacey was playing that day. I don't know who he is. I'm not from here. He was busy. He ain't gonna say it. You can call him though. Just say it now. I'm putting up the ad for it. I had 20 seconds. I got mine. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's it. First thing you do. Give me the chance. I still got the trophy. Undefeated. Undefeated. So, yeah, we was defeated. We was all over.
So we got to start recording.
Oh, the third question is how do you think this benefit will
So listen, before we jump into that question, we're gonna come back with that next segment, man. So listen, we'll be right back, man. We gotta take a break. We gotta pay some bills. Rich got us, man, his birthday. Well, you know, we're gonna get the J Cole. We gonna pay the bills for this one right here. It's her birthday. And I got finished. So listen, we'll be right back with the ropes with TR3.
If y'all want to learn more about the history of Alabama athletics, the Bryant Museum highlights the coaches, the plays, the players, the biggest moments in Alabama athletic history from 1892 through today. I knew as a freshman coming in, I wanted my name to always be remembered. Being in the Paul Bear Bryant Museum is an honor for me. Man, I can't wait till y'all click on my name and look at all my highlights. One of the biggest accomplishments that I have, my kids can come to the University of Alabama and go visit the Bryant Museum and look up their dad highlights. Come see all the rings that I got at the Bryant Museum. The University of Alabama is where legends are born. The Bryant Museum is where legends live forever. Roll Tide.
Inspired by quality ingredients and excellent service, Edgar's Bakery has been a staple of Alabamian celebrations since 1998. What started as a small neighborhood bakery, founded by Terry and Dottie Smith in Birmingham, has expanded to 10 locations throughout Alabama. Edgar's Bakery offers hot, delicious breakfast and lunch options in addition to grab-and-go deli items. They offer a wide range of pastries and desserts, including cookies, bars, brownies, cakes, cupcakes, and much more, made entirely from scratch, using fresh, natural ingredients. Shop for gifts and merchandise in-store, including everyday and seasonal home decor items. Edgar's has something for everyone. They also offer catering, shipping, and delivery options. Visit their website today at edgarsbakery.com or stop by a location near you. Tax time is just around the corner. It would be a great time to purchase your new home. Capco Builders is a company who has been building manufactured homes for the last 20 years. If you are in the state of Alabama, go by and see one of our local retailers today. J&J Homes in Coleman, Repo Land in Albertville, Oxford Housing in Oxford, Freedom Homes in Jasper, Miller Homes in Opelika, Discount Home Sales in Enterprise, Spartan in Summerdale, Daystar in Sylacauga and Clanton, and always remember, Capco Builders, where quality comes first.
Welcome back to the Roast with TR3, and this segment right here is brought to you by State Farm with Frank Impolito. Man, take it from me, man. Go get your insurance for him. You can insure your house, you can insure your kids, you can insure yourself. I'm telling you, man, this guy you need to go to, man. Call him at 205-942-4444, and that is 205-942-4444. If you need some insurance, man, you need his stuff done right, man. I'm telling you, man, he's gonna take care of you, man. He done took care of all my kids. And Reg, you are State Farm approved right now. J. Cole, I'm gonna put you on that too.
On the State Farm?
Hey, you get insurance policies on all y'all tails.
Yeah, just make sure you get umbrella policy. In case I might want to snap and pop or something.
Snap pop.
Snap crackle pop.
Damn, that's good. What's J. Cole? What you at?
Okay. This segment, guys, I want to ask y'all about the company. We got a couple big games coming up this week. Get y'all opinions on it, what you thinking, how you feeling. This game normally is big, and well, for the past couple years, it's been the earlier round. We got Florida State right there, number 40. They play Clemson. Clemson's not really at all. Is it safe to say? Yeah, is it safe to say Florida State is back?
I don't know, man. You gotta let it play out, but they is playing some good ball. Their quarterback is.
He's that. He's definitely that.
Yeah, he's that, but I don't know. We'll see. I know Trent can't wait to say about Clemson, but I think the NIL got Clemson bad.
It's the NIL, bro.
It's the NIL, man.
No, I don't want to say nothing about Clemson. I mean, Clemson gonna be Clemson, right? And I think that when it comes to Florida State, like, we would love to see Florida State back, well, especially me. I'm from Florida, right? Big fan of Derrick Brooks, been knowing him forever. But it's tough to sit there and say that they're back because 3-4 games, however far they are in the season, I can't just say that they're back. Like you gotta break down at least halfway, right? Halfway through the season, even farther than that. Like, they haven't really got into the play of, we fit to play some real dogs. I don't think just yet, right?
I got you. And looking at their schedule, I don't think they have that. I don't think they're gonna see it.
So what happens if Clemson guard down whoop them?
Right.
Is it the Clemson is back, or Florida State, the Florida State that we know of this new millennium?
Maybe they just lost the game. But I think it's what you're saying. You gotta wait till the season. Like, what if that's that one loss?
You gotta let it keep playing out.
Yeah. What if that's that one loss to Clemson?
I think they lose against Clemson, they don't have a shot going to the playoffs.
I think it's opposite. You lose early.
Because I think ACC is so the scheduling is not the same ACC that we're used to.
Well, I think because Clemson's not ranked, it changes it. Because Miami's ranked now. They're not Miami, but, you know, they're ranked again, so they're playing well. All right, my second game for y'all, Ohio State and Notre Dame. Who you got?
Ohio State. We're not even discuss this.
Yeah, I don't nothing against y'all players. I just don't respect. Well, I ain't gonna say Notre Dame. That coach that they had us down there at LSU, I don't respect what he brought to the table when y'all whooped him in 2012. To me, he would just have to be out there. So that made me look at Notre Dame a different way when it came to sitting there saying that Notre Dame is one of the top programs that ever been around. And for years they was, right, back in their heyday.
Rudy ain't there no more.
Rudy.
That's right. That's not me. We had more playing Shadur.
Colorado.
I'm saying, is it Shadur or is it Colorado?
It's Colorado, man.
Colorado,
Man.
in that game, it was Shadur. The reason I said Shadur, when he had got that look in his eye, when I said about the plane, everybody stood up.
Absolutely.
And I say this. I think they can beat them.
Say it again. Because I already said it.
And it's probably because they were high trained, but I just feel like everybody was just like, they go down there.
shit to do. I don't think so. But the following week.
See, I feel differently. I feel like Oregon is better than USC as a team. Now, USC has the biggest gun, without question. And I think if Shador wants to be in the Heisman conversation, that is when you
no,
Man.
did last week.
No, he's in it for sure.
Because that's a Heisman moment.
That's his Heisman.
That's a Heisman. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, about two. Yeah, about two.
Caleb is the like the over the hill. Like to me, he already got the Heisman is that center time too. But him against Caleb,
It's gonna look different.
it's gonna be like okay.
Sure, though.
I just feel like everybody just think they gonna go down there to Aztec Stadium and shit the bed. I don't think so. But the following week, they might catch it.
See, I feel differently. I feel like Oregon's better than USC as a team. Now, USC has the biggest gun, without question. And I think if Shador wants to be in that Heisman conversation, that is when you do it.
No, look here. After what he did last week.
No, he's in it for sure.
That's his Heisman. So far, that's his Heisman moment.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, about two.
Him against Caleb is the like the over the hill for me. Like to me, he already got it. The Heisman is at Sanders' house chilling. But him against Caleb is gonna be like okay.
Trent go. I got some power forward.
I see both sides of it, man. I like how the kid playing, bro. I feel like he's that guy, you know. But I think he's going to get questioned knowing the talent that he's playing against, and not to be the bearer of bad news with it. But you're going to get these questions of when have TCU ever stopped somebody? When the last time Nebraska has been good? Y'all almost lost against Colorado State.
It's a rivalry game.
Rivalry game, cool.
And they were doubting
That
everything.
same year,
But this
Alabama went to Auburn when you was there and barely got up out of there. Y'all was supposed to bring something in.
When was that?
Roy Up Church had to catch that touchdown.
No, we weren't supposed to beat the Braves out there. We were supposed to win. We were supposed to win.
I don't know what the spread was, Trent, but I know it wasn't that.
Hello.
Bro, bro, y'all got to think about that team.
Here you go. Trent from the Trent.
Oh, no. Listen, I'm not saying that this is not a rival game for the Colorado and Colorado State. I get that. But I'm sitting there saying this is what's going to hurt him for the Heisman run. And it might not, because they gave it to somebody who had 3 losses before.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. But what I'm sitting here saying, and I think what the scouts are going to look at, can you perform in these big games? And not saying that the Colorado States and Nebraska are the big games. You get what I'm saying? Or the defense that you're going to go against are the big games that you sit there and say, hey, he is that guy. And I think he has put up a hell of a performance. And I'm not saying this from me, but I'm thinking, like, this is the questions you're going to have from everybody else. Like, because all the naysayers and the doubters is going to put this on the high beam when they sit there and say, you know.
Well, if that's the case, then why they didn't say that about Caleb last year? They played the same damn teams.
And I think it was, bro, for a while, right?
I don't know.
And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not knocking Caleb because I think Caleb is good. But like he didn't have tough comp last year. They played in the Pac-12.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm
afraid of for.
You want insane
Forget about who you play against.
Judge Ragland, can I step to the stand, please, to defend my boy? In Shador's first game against TCU, he had the most yards he's ever had.
And that was from calculated.
That's his most yards game against TCU. So, like, when they're saying he can't do it on that level, or this is what he put up 5-10. That's his high.
And I think that I respect it. I'm talking about the question that you're going to get. I think the young man can play. College football so far. 100%. You got to listen.
And I'm also gonna say this year is a big year for parity. Everybody that we has been expecting to usually just be dominating ain't been looking like that. So this might look good on his record when he beats Oregon, even though they're gonna say, you know what I mean, what you would say about Oregon. like how you would say about it, Nebraska, how you would say about yada yada yada. But the early half of the season, it's gonna look great on his resume, especially when you add that to what he might do.
My thing too, though, you go back to that. We have to forward stop somebody. Never had. But Kevin Williams won the same award, playing the same teams last year.
The same teams.
That's what I'm saying too. Like,
And imagine if he goes and beats Utah, the team that beat that.
And I'll piggyback on that. And Shador is leading a team that only won one game last year against the same competition. That is a huge story.
that's the thing.
They're the only family in college football country.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Facts. Prime and his team.
Right, it's a new era of college football. Man, about the focus, ultra focus. It's about getting those all different. Like, you gotta feel the live when you watch the room before the game for kids to feel it. Like, you can't just sit there and be quiet. Who wants to just go on locker room and just be your thoughts before that?
I ain't gonna say hear your thoughts. I think it's
That's back when you played with
no, this is what I'm saying.
these kids are different. That's not
No, this is what I'm saying. I have my music in my head. But I'm sitting there saying, I've seen fights break out in the locker room because somebody's playing their speaker on game. Some people got different flows, bro.
That's why the team come out with a play this like
And I respect that, but I think like I'm not saying, you know, yeah, no put your head on. No, this is what I'm saying. I have my music in my head. But I'm sitting there saying, I've seen fights break out in the locker room because somebody's playing their speaker on game. Some people got different flows, bro.
That's why the team come out with a play this like
I think like I'm not saying yeah, and I'm
put your headphones on.
This is what I'm saying, bro. You get into this thing to where like who are your players? Like I don't want that to shy away from these guys. Like who are your guys there? Like, you know, we knew the Reggie Ragland. We knew the Bryant.
I ain't had no choice. I wanted my music outside, out loud. But I had to go with what the team wanted. But the majority of the guys I played with wanted the music to be on the speaker out loud.
I'm off the music thing. I'm talking about like, had football come to the point to where it's gonna take this change to where like it's not about the players no more. It's more about the party that's going on.
It gotta be.
It's a part of it. The players are.
It's a bidding war. It has to be.
But this
when
what I'm talking about.
You get ready to get your money on in a couple of years too with your kids. Tell them we need this and that, and tell them I need a car with some 20s on it. They 10s, but I keep them clean though.
Listen. It's a part of what it is. It's a part of what it is.
But that's how it is now.
So. No. I was trying to think about what you were saying. Like I got lost in your conversation.
No, what I'm saying is, with your kids coming up in the near future, it's gonna be a bidding war for them, bro. I get it. You want to be the old school way of going with you like. I know your kids gonna go with you teams. You got what? 8-year-old, 9-year-old, team. You got a 10-year-old with catfish and wearing that. You folks will be calling the hell out you. Yeah.
And my thing is, if I'm at home, I'm a 4-star, and I'm looking at Coach Brown, there's no way he's not one of the schools on. It's first off.
If I'm Prime, I'm not going to get nothing. If I'm a 4-star, some shit.
Transfer.
And so my thing is,
Transfer.
y'all think I'm talking about front. I'm talking about the side. I'm not talking about the front. You got all these stars at the games. And I'm not just talking about the and I know it's the new wave, right? That's what they're doing.
Is it that new?
Huh?
Certain schools,
and that's what I was gonna say.
We had the same thing.
have certain guys.
I think that's just a prime effect to that point. You know, Dion is going. He gonna Dion his
versus
Dion.
Colorado.
It's
Cool. USC and it's gonna be.
That's gonna be huge.
Insane.
No, it's at Colorado.
Oh.
Now, if it was at USC, it probably was stupid.
I'm saying, taken away from the kids, bro, because they're having so much fun when they get to the next level. And that's not that fresh. You know how the league is. Like, bro, it's so different to where, like, we expect this, or we know this way. And now, like, we get told, like, you're done here. Like, how do you act like that? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying he's not teaching these guys, he's supposed to not teaching these guys life skills, but I think when they show up to the big show,
But you also got to realize all these coaches.
That don't take away from the passenger part, and I think that's what he's.
But that's what you have to have. Now, kids are gravitating towards that.
But it's like I dress it up like this because I see where you're going from. No, I mean, about arguing.
Oh, it's like you gotta realize that's like the norm now. Like, man, look at the hell of the history of this daggone program. You ever seen anybody well in green mouth? You gotta give a little to get a little.
What are we giving, Austin?
You want these kids to rebel on you?
They already losing. So that's my thing. Like, they're doing what they want to do, and it's not working for that folks. You know what I'm saying? But you take all those kids last year, right now, they're doing great in the year. Okay.
You let these kids do themselves, and you go that they leave like they did this cat on portal. Some of them, listen, these kids, we have 9 leaving the portal on defense just because they wouldn't get what they want. You could just leave now. So you have to be like that to keep some of these. You have to give. You have to.
Do you not see a negative with that though?
That's definitely a negative. Like, there's definitely a negative to that.
But that's something you just got to deal with.
Oh, but you have to deal with it. Come on.
But you get those kids that leave, they have the same depth, they have the same stank that they had now.
Maybe they do, but
That's on them.
I mean, just like that's like a top kids out. We'll hit a transfer about this. We'll hit a that's the sport. Like, try to hunt. That's the big hell out there. We talk about these guys that's transferring and never seen the field or getting in trouble because they don't know how to react to some of the stuff, because they get to a place where they're so mature because they didn't learn how to, okay, Reggie, you stay and you learn and you fall. But you fall through something. So listen, but this is what I'm saying, Reg. What you fought through at Donald got you ready and got you, listen, if you fought through so much when you got to leave because you find out you got a bigger heart.
But that's also at a time where I couldn't go where I wanted to go because coaches made us sign off.
That's
and if you
that's
did,
the good
you
point.
had to wait a year.
Yeah, they would have reassured you.
Because it wouldn't know where Coach Saban would let you go through with it. He had to sign off on it.
And if you wanted to go to the ops, that's gonna be a no.
I do say that.
I feel like we're taking away.
These kids are not fighting adversity though.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why you got kids off themselves right now because they get told no. True. You can't say the world. What I'm saying is,
But we have to give a little for these kids to stay. That's what I'm saying.
After COVID, things change, bro. The world changed.
And I'm like, listen, please don't think I'm breaking this to Colorado.
No. It's broader now.
But I don't even like the brand because that's a different animal. Like, that's a different level. Like, and what they're doing right now, so it probably won't be done ever again. No, I'm saying like the way they're probably done. You see what I'm saying? Like it is. I don't see nobody else doing it.
Keep it real. If I'm coming out of high school right now, I'm going.
I'm going to Colorado on an unofficial visit and official visit.
Well, I might just try to get off the project.
Think Bryant stay there another 2 years or another 3 years.
Well, he already made it apparent he didn't want us to leave.
I said that nobody's ever coached us.
I mean,
It's gonna happen.
I mean, but if he goes to the league,
I don't see problem.
yeah, I don't, because he don't seem like that type that want to deal with grown.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, but if he goes to the league and do what he's doing here, it would never be heard of. Bro. You know what I'm saying?
I think
And go win right off the bat.
only he could do something like that. But I don't think
The only person that's done that so far is Pete Carroll or Jimmy Johnson.
Kyle Shannon was
Small shit.
Smaller.
Yeah, Kyle went to the league and he won the head coach on purpose. Yeah, now, but he had to sit back and learn from somebody and grow that, right? He sat behind his dad and learned from his dad, and he learned how to run the program. I'm talking about Prime going from raw, green.
You know Kyle Shannon. Not Kyle Shannon. Who was the coach? That was
That was with Arizona. Yeah, he young dude. I can look it up. Yeah, I got you.
That dirt keeping but he was doing something similar like that, and it wouldn't work. Y'all got to realize who the quarterback was in college. And
so tell me, we're talking about Arizona, like, was they winning? Arizona won.
Anyway, I think
That's what I'm saying. Like, he ain't been successful.
Cliff Kingsbury, that was his name.
I didn't say he was not. Oh, God. The first one to go there, but you got to realize who's the quarterback. Stop when to go there.
Hey, that's a fact.
Yeah, but you got to think about this too. I mean, after 1 year, 2 years, supposed to figure it out too. You know what I'm saying? Like, supposed to figure it out. So now you got to win him to kind of that. Show me what
I'm gonna tell you that. I'll play it. Heavy. He played music. He never came on locker room because without sitting.
ain't good now, bro. That's great. No, bro, we're not talking about how. Because the conversation to everybody at our game. I get that. I'm talking about the conversation is going from college football, being successful like Prime has been. You know, hopefully he keep that up the whole year. And going to the NFL and doing the exact same thing. That would be unheard of, other than Pete Carroll, other than Jimmy Johnson. Right? Like that's what I'm talking about. Like if he does that,
I think you did.
What are we talking about? We deal with this. We got this. Listen, we'll be right back.
If y'all want to learn more about the history of Alabama athletics, the Bryant Museum highlights the coaches, the plays, the players, the biggest moments in Alabama athletic history from 1892 through today. I knew as a freshman coming in, I wanted my name to always be remembered. Being in the Paul Bear Bryant Museum is an honor for me. Man, I can't wait till y'all click on my name and look at all my highlights. One of the biggest accomplishments that I have, my kids can come to the University of Alabama and go visit the Bryant Museum and look up their dad highlights. Come see all the rings that I got at the Bryant Museum. The University of Alabama is where legends are born. The Bryant Museum is where legends live forever. Roll Tide.
Inspired by quality ingredients and excellent service, Edgar's Bakery has been a staple of Alabamian celebrations since 1998. What started as a small neighborhood bakery, founded by Terry and Dottie Smith in Birmingham, has expanded to 10 locations throughout Alabama. Edgar's Bakery offers hot, delicious breakfast and lunch options in addition to grab-and-go deli items. They offer a wide range of pastries and desserts, including cookies, bars, brownies, cakes, cupcakes, and much more, made entirely from scratch, using fresh, natural ingredients. Shop for gifts and merchandise in-store, including everyday and seasonal home decor items. Edgar's has something for everyone. They also offer catering, shipping, and delivery options. Visit their website today at edgarsbakery.com or stop by a location near you. Tax time is just around the corner. It would be a great time to purchase your new home. Capco Builders is a company who has been building manufactured homes for the last 20 years. If you are in the state of Alabama, go by and see one of our local retailers today. J&J Homes in Coleman, Repo Land in Albertville, Oxford Housing in Oxford, Freedom Homes in Jasper, Miller Homes in Opelika, Discount Home Sales in Enterprise, Spartan in Summerdale, Daystar in Sylacauga and Clanton, and always remember, Capco Builders, where quality comes first.
Ready? Yeah. Welcome back to the Ropes with TR3, and we got our last segment.
Bro, you buy Jubilee Joe's, man. I got a question for you. Do you ever want to throw a tailgate party that everyone will be talking about? Yes. Every great party starts with the food. And why not go see Jubilee Joe's, your one-stop shop for their game day specials, man. They got all Bayou Quarts for $15 and on-deck quarts for $8. Get pans of grouper or catfish fingers. You can order online or pick them up at your drive-thru window.
I tell you what, bro, they got some of the best catfish fingers that I've tasted.
Listen, I didn't even know catfish had fingers, but since they do, I need them. All right? I don't even know how big their fingers are. But what do you dip in me?
Ketchup.
Ketchup?
That's all I need. Ketchup and cheese grits.
I'm all for it. And grouper, I don't know what that is, but I know it got to be more than one.
And I tell you what, man, they got some crawfish over there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you in Louisiana.
All right. Well, listen. I think at the next tailgate party, Trent though, we gonna have Jubilee Joe's.
They got a number?
You can call them. I don't know what the number is.
But listen, I had a question. Going back to the top, man, I had a question before we left off, man.
If you're Dion as a dad, right? Mm-hmm. And you know you got your door. And I know he's gonna let him make his decision. When you go to leave right now, what do you?
I
Do you stay and get the millions on the NIL?
You getting the same money report. Look at Shador's tonight.
No. I get Shador. But do you go to the league and start the contract, or do you stay there and get, I don't want to say free money, but you get a year worth of what you're going to make in 2 years or 3 years on that contract?
Well, I'm gonna tell you why. I watch every day. Well off the shout out to Brooklyn. They follow Coach Bryant. This question came up at the Broncos game Sunday. Coach Bryant said they both gonna be at. So just to answer that question, neither one of them leaving there. They're gonna be there.
No, I don't think neither one will leave there. So, and I think that when he come back, say they win a national championship, Shador's what year is this? His junior year? Do we get the Kobe year too, though?
Sure. I love that.
You come back for that Kobe year.
Speaking of that, this is off mark. It's a kid fighting with NCAA to get the 9th year that was good.
He need to go home.
He's not a kid.
He's a grown man.
He's a grown man fighting.
I got to hear you. You need to go get a CBA.
I tried to hold it.
He need to go get a job. He need to go get a job.
No, he need to go get
It's about time. I can't do it.
I love being back in
Yeah.
You ruined my guy and my brother. We have came a long way.
No, he didn't came a long way.
I'm in Colorado. He's starting going 3 years. Don't get about I look and see Churchy getting people playing G2 somewhere.
The dream can't die.
Oh, G2's out there looking for somebody. I'm here, man. 6'2" guard. I'm only shooting. Don't let me play defense.